Do you use a daily note page in Evernote or any other note taking app like OneNote? And you want to format that note in a way that fits you. It's just made for you. Well, today in Evernote, you can. In release 10.129.1, the ability to customize your daily notes arrived. But then again today, 10.129.2 was released and some additional customizations were included. We're going to talk about those in today's video. If you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you. I'm Florence. And whether you are a bivocational employee or professional, you're a solopreneur, a ministry leader, a content creator, a nonprofit leader, I share strategies, tips, and hacks with all of you or each of you, and you specifically to help you stay on track with all of the different things that are on your plate and to maximize your 1,440 minutes you have in a day by removing the friction. And today, I get to remove a piece of friction that's been in my workflow in Evernote and just get that much more efficient so I can ship more videos to you and get more things done in my day. So, yeah, Evernote gave me exactly what I wanted, a way for me to set up my daily note page and have it fit me. In this video, I'm going to build out the new custom daily note page, and along the way you'll see some of these new features I talked about, such as controlling the font size, using keyboard shortcut to navigate to the new template section that just got released a week or so ago, and to customize the way the slash command and the at symbol work in Evernote. They're adding lots of customizations so that we can use Evernote the way it fits each and every one of us. So hopefully you'll see something in here that will spark an interest and give you an idea of something that you can do to make your work just that much more efficient. So let's go ahead and jump over into Evernote, okay? Here we are in Evernote, and I am in the templates folder that I've set up or notebook that I've set up. And I've got all of the templates in here. And the template I'm going to use is this agenda one, but I'm going to take bits and pieces and build it together. I told you that's what I'm going to do. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to say, I'm going to click up here to use this template and create another template, and I'm going to put it in the templates folder, and I'm going to call this DE Daily Note. And that's because this is going to be what I use every day myself. So I want my priorities, but I don't want it to be called today's priorities. I want to call it my MIT. You've maybe have heard this. These are the things that need to get done, and these are my most important tasks for today. And I want that to be a H2. And I don't want this little icon thing here. And I don't want this. All right. So then I do want to have linked to calendar events. I don't like these icons. So I'm going to remove those. So I'm going to say schedule here and link to calendars in here, calendar events. And I want to change this font to a different size. So I've changed that. And this will be my where I put my calendar events. I don't need appointments because that's my schedule. And I don't do errands. I don't put errands in my daily schedule because that's on my calendar and that's the way I would do it. And I don't put this whole miscellaneous thing in here. I do put notes, notes and reminders in here. And I want this to be like that. I want it to be capital, and I don't want any of this here. And I do want to put it as a bulleted list. And I don't want any of this in here. But what I do want is I want to go to my daily journal and I want to take all of this, copy it, put it in here, put it back down here, but I want this to be gratitude. And so that came out of the daily journal, and I don't want it. I'm going to take this because I often will pick I will add that here, but this is going to be scripture or quote here. And I'm going to put a space between these two items, put a line there. Now I want this to have the scripture quote to be highlighted purple. I want gratitude to be highlighted. Highlight. I want that to be highlighted blue. Those have color meanings to me. So my schedule is going to go here, which is any planned events on the calendar. My most important tasks are going to go here. I don't put everything in here. I just put the most important ones. So those 3 priorities will go here, but I want this to just be like that. All right. So that's my daily note. I've made my page. This is my starter page. This is what I use generally every day anyway. Whether I am putting it on paper or putting it in a different system, I was manually having to make these changes every day. And I just did it like that because it's what I do every day. I don't have to think about it. I wanted to take different pieces and parts. Now, what I'm going to do is go back and show you how to customize and have this note be my default daily note. So in Evernote, in the settings, in templates, daily notes, I'm going to automatically create a note, but then I'm going to say the daily note template that I want to use instead of this being this daily. Got to do one thing. I got to save that custom note as a template. So go to the right-hand side and save as template. All right, now I can go back to settings. I'm back here in settings. I want my daily note now to be this one that I just created, and I still want it to go in the daily notes notebook. Okay, that's the way I set that. Now, while I'm here, well, I'll come back to that. So now we've done that part. My note is set, and so I create the daily note, and it actually already created it for today. And here it is, the one. So I don't have to manually create the note anymore. It'll just be created. So I'll say this is task 1. Well, actually, record video for 10.129.2. It's something I'm doing. And then I've got some other things to do today. So respond to client comms and edit welcome email. Those are actually top priorities. So then link to calendar event. If I do this, then I can go here and say, let me go to the calendar event. Didn't have anything on my schedule today, so I don't have to worry about that. There's nothing. Notes and reminders, anything that I take down today. So I can just say Evernote release 10.129.2 today. And then a scripture or quote. I'm going to just put in um, something later because it's in another notebook. And today I'm grateful that I am healthy, and I'm grateful for um, ability to continue sharing um, content. And I'm really am grateful that I can continue to do this. So those are two pieces of gratitude for today. Now, because I don't need to set this page up every day, I've reduced the friction in my daily note taking. I just come in and fill it out. I'm going to take it one step further, however, and I'm going to pin this notebook to shortcut so that I can get to it faster. Okay, let's go back to Evernote. And because I want this, I'm going to say right click, and right here, I'm going to add it to shortcuts. That means it's up here at the top. I can get to it quickly, and the current dates note is going to be at the top because I'm going to filter this and say it is going to be by title and newest on top. So it's always the title is not going to change. I don't need this one, so I can delete it to do a little maintenance. And I don't need that one because I'm going to do a little going forward, my daily note will be automatically created. Now, I could, if I wanted to link to a note here, I can do at and pick a note. Let's say I've got a lot of templates in here. Let's say video. Okay, so let's say this video is one that I wanted to link, and I just typed the at sign and then started typing what I wanted. This is one of the changes that has been made. And I can now go back into settings, which we'll do, and I'll show you how to change the way the at sign works. So in settings, there's now a new feature or option that says notes right here in the sidebar, notes. And there are two options under notes, three options. Before we had this strike through, but now we also have type slash to insert an element, whether it's turned on or off. If it's checked, it's on. If it's off, unchecked. The other is type at to insert a linked note. So I'm going to turn this at off and go back to my note. I'm back in the note, and I'm going to click the at sign, and now it's just an at sign. Before, when I clicked that sign, I was able to insert this note that says week 2 video 2 here. Now, let's say the slash command, we know now you can change it so that you can insert an element and it can be a task, for example. However, go right back to those settings, and I'm going to uncheck type slash to insert an element. And let's see what that does. Now, if I type slash, it's just a slash key. It's important for me to be able to use both of those, so I'm going to turn them back on. So what you've seen me do is build a custom daily note page. I used a couple of the new features, for example, changing the font size, highlighting text with color was already part, but then the changes and customizing the way the slash symbol and the at symbol works. This these are very good efficiencies improvements from my perspective because it allows me to use a note that I use every day and create every day very quickly because I don't have to do anything. When the day starts, it's created. I do want to remind you that uh, Evernote does not sponsor me, and I just want you to be able to use the software and have an efficient way to get through your day and keep track of all of your information. So, this is not sponsored. This is available. If you have a question about how these features work, leave a comment below to the video, and I will see you in the next video.